Hey doll fans, how are you? I am back with my second video. I have so much to upload right now, but the thing is that I just couldn't wait. I have to show you my other new doll. He's a doll, Chateau Dolores. Here he is, let's just get straight to it. As you can see, he's already wearing clothes because I'm well on my way to getting his clothes ready. Look at this guy, he is so cool, man. He is cool. That's all I can say. Love him. Oh, I haven't even had a proper photo shoot or anything. This is the first time I'm showing him to you. But his box opening video is coming. I did film his box opening, so you can see that. In an earlier video, I want to say that I said that I don't like doll Chateau, and I like them now. It's not like I didn't like these bodies. I never had a problem with this body. This is like the newest body version. I didn't like the old bodies. I still don't. I still wouldn't buy one of those. But this one is good because even though it's really, really long and lanky and like that, it's at least sort of like in proportion. And I don't even mind these crazy extra joints in the wrist. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this guy. I love his face. He's so handsome. And look at his hands. I have to show you his hands. I love the hands so much. They are graceful. They are pretty. Look at them. And you know what? They pose really well. I don't think they need any sort of a wiring or anything. They hold their poses no matter what you do. They're just so nice. I really recommend these hands, and I like them so much that I ordered a pair for a girl that I'm gonna put on my future girl doll. And here's his feet. I love his feet. Check that out. They are so beautiful, and I've liked the hands and feet, especially the feet, in owner photos that I saw before I bought this. But I love them so much more in real life. Ooh, he poses pretty well. He's not like the sturdiest stander because his legs bow. Weirdly, it's kind of hard to balance him, but he at least kind of holds his poses. Oh look how easy that was. He at least holds his poses pretty well. Except for his shoulder. His shoulder can't really like stay in very many poses unless you like extend it like all the way up here. What am I doing? Like that maybe. So that might need a wire going across. Other than that, I love the rest of him. This guy is great. Okay, now let's talk about him. You're wondering what the crap is he wearing? What is he wearing? Alright, now this is sort of like, this outfit is a work in progress. Like his body is so pretty. I hate covering it up with clothes. But what I've made here is a pair of medieval pants, from what I can tell. Maybe medieval pants might be. The really old medieval pants, maybe the first draft of pants in general. I don't even know. I don't know who invented pants first, but in medieval Europe, it pretty much started out as this underwear, which is called braise, and it's just sort of like an underwear wrapping, very old style underwear. And then eventually they came out with these leggings, and the leggings were attached up here to the braise. So you can see the underwear, and then you got that. And then eventually, as time progressed, they filled in the crotch, and they made it like a complete pair of pants with maybe like a cod piece on the front that fastens and comes undone. And what I've got here is what as far as I know, I don't know much, so don't take too much from this, is one of the oldest pairs of pants. I figured it would look cool on him, so I thought I'd give it a try. It was experimental, but I love it, and I'm gonna go with it. See how you can see his skin under here? I don't know if that is accurate to the Middle Ages, but that's okay because he's fantasy, and I figured it's kind of cool. He's a little bit scanty there, I guess. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I might make some more drafts of the underwear, but I think he's pretty much gonna stay like this. I think that's kind of neat. And the shirt is, it's not really much. It's just something that he just needed a shirt of some sort, and I figured maybe I should make it short in the front so you can see his belly button, and I've done that. And then it's long in the back. And then randomly you can see right here, see how it's sort of gathered in the back? I thought that would look neat. It was very baggy, so I put it on him, and then I started folding it in weird ways, and I liked the folds, so I decided to sew them down. And this is the base of his outfit. What he really wears is something kind of like a wizard robe, which sounds really cliche, I know, but what are you gonna do, man? It's just right. He's like, this character is like, I don't know, you might, he's a seer, you know, he can see the future or something. So he's like this wise man type creature, and he's homeless. He wanders the land, you know. So I figured, like, you know, heavy wizard robes sound right for that, when you think. I mean, you know, and it looks cool. So he'll have a big hood to protect him from the sun and whatnot, and he's gonna be mostly covered. When I imagined the character, I just imagined him like covered in all these robes. So when it came to the doll, when the doll came, you gotta think, well, what's under the robes? There's gotta be something under the robes. It can't just be like, just like nothing, like, look at my robes! Oh! It's gotta be, there's gotta be something under there, so then I started thinking, and I came out with this, and yeah, first I figured, well, let's give him some leggings. And then I didn't want to do leggings the way I had been doing leggings. I wanted to do different leggings because I was kind of bored with those other kinds of leggings I was doing. It was just like regular leggings made of knit. I wanted something else. So then I decided to make them out of suede cloth. That's what this is. I love suede cloth. It's so pretty and it's not too expensive. And then I figured, well, why not do it medieval style with the open plan, and then I remembered from reading like a medieval book that sometimes they would have different colored legs because they want to show off the different colors that they have that they can afford, or whatever you call it. So then I decided, at first I thought maybe I would use the red because I figured a splash of red, even though I knew in advance that he was going to wear mostly tan with like turquoise or teal, whatever you call it, trim. So that's coming. He's still going to have that. But then I figured maybe a splash of red pants underneath would look cool. But then I thought about the two-color idea, and then I thought, sure, why not? So then gray got in line, and I figured, yeah, gray, it'll look good, and it does. And they're just closed in the back with snaps, and that's it. And he can bend his legs pretty well, even though they look really tight. And they're attached with these buttons. These are real working buttons that I used to attach it to here, so they won't fall down or anything. It's kind of like securely together, unless you count this nude gap right there. So yeah, and then this, I'm really proud of this. Check that out. That's hand embroidery, and I just started. I had this idea in my mind, and that's some whatever you call it, turquoise or teal color in there. I decided that the red would look really pretty with some embroidery, so I just started drawing, like doodling lines in the rhythm that I had in my mind, and I came out with something like this, and then when I did it in needlepoint, it looked much better. Yeah, all it is just like a back stitch, if you know what that is. It's just a simple line stitch, and I just went around it with lines, made a spiral shape, and that's it. It's just real simple. And then I put a bead in the middle because I figured it would be pretty if it had a little focal point of reflected light or something. Yep. And there will be more embroidery when I make his robe. I'm trying to think right now. I don't even know what I'm going to put on it, but I want something on his hood that looks really cool. And then I'm waiting on his eyes. I bought some eyes for him from Coke Doll Collection, which I have been ranting and raving about on Flickr, and I don't know if I've showed them on here. They're on eBay, Coke Doll Collection. And his wig is going to be made, of course. I had a lot of frustration when I made that first alpaca wig, but now that I've made an alpaca wig, I can't go back. You know that, right? So this one is going to be really special, and I'm using two different kinds of hair. One is alpaca, and another is Lincoln long wool. I think that's a sheep, but I'm not sure. I'm going to look it up on the internet, see what it is. I got some right here, actually. See there? It's wool. It's not going to be like alpaca. It's going to be frizzier. I don't even know if I'll be able to comb through that. We'll find out. Because I'm going to craft his wig very special. I want it to be frizzy in strategic places, you know, so that's where I'm going to use this Lincoln long wool. And I'm waiting on the alpaca hair. I ordered them both at the same time, and I need to use the alpaca first, and it needs to be washed, and as usual, when I'm making something and I order the stuff for it, as usual, the thing I need first comes last. Ain't that always the way? Okay, and as for his name, he is a book character. But as you know, I always name my dolls something else, because I think my dolls deserve their own name, and my mom never really quite understands that. She always asks, why do you name them something else? And I say, because the dolls need their own name. They are their own people. So his name is Paju. It's like I looked it up in my Finnish dictionary. It's the Finnish word for willow. Yeah, at first I thought, I was thinking about names that would kind of go with his frame. And I was settling on at first I had come up with Heikko, which means weak. And I think it sounds really good as a name, but it really wasn't setting well with him. I had trouble using that name in reference to him, but I think Paju sounds better. So I think that one's gonna stick. He's Paju. Yep. I love him so much. He really works his willowy frame, just really works for his character. He is, for those who want to know, who are interested in doll stories, he is Lam Rain's twin brother, and yeah, and he's actually Dee's dad, but Dee hates his dad, and they all hate each other. So, you know, don't go looking for any happy doll families at my house. It's all about conflict and turbulence and pain and suffering. That's right. Alright, I think that's it. I have introduced you to Paju. He's my latest doll. I'm so psyched about him. I can't wait to make that wig. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. But it's gonna take a long time. And you know what? I'm gonna film my progress, and I'm gonna try to make a tutorial for you. But please try to be patient, because it takes a long time to make a wig. So you're gonna get it in installments. You know, so So as far as I'm concerned about making wigs, I'm going to tell you how I do it. So, and this is like the perfect opportunity. Yay! That's all we have to say. Say goodbye, Paju. He's got such beautiful hands. Oh. Okay, I'll shut up now. Now who stole my sandwich?